Hey guys, I am back here. Maisie's here. The other two are somewhere, but something outside just scared them. Here comes Miles. Um, well, I'm gonna jump right into this tonight, you guys. This video, and by the way, welcome to my porch. This is the first time I'm sitting on my porch this summer, so I welcome all of you to the porch with me. It is a Saturday evening. I wanted to get this video out for all my brothers out there who were asking me to make this video for them. So I am listening to you, and I'm 100% on board with making this video, okay? Because these female narcs are ruthless. They are a complete disaster, and we need to talk about them too. So that's going to be my next video that I'm making here in this series of rotten narcs, okay? And I'm going to tell you how the female narc does this, you guys. It's brutal, okay? These female narcissists are ruthless, okay? They're nasty and ruthless, and we need to talk about them. And so this is for all my brothers out there that are suffering under the hands of a black widow, Jezebel narcissist. You need to know how they operate and what they're going to do and how they do it, because it is different from how the male player does it. I'm about to dive into it for this video. First, I just want to say really quick, I am putting together a workshop for all my females out there and males. This is for both of us. This is for everybody to improve your self-esteem. I have put together some really amazing stuff that I know is going to help you guys out there, because our self-esteem really takes a hit with these narcissists, right? And we need to get that back up and ready and in shape again. And I have learned so many different things that people can be doing to fix that, to help you with that, to get better after your self-esteem has taken such a large hit. Okay, let's dive into this, guys. This is for my men out there and for my women, because the lady narcs, okay, they're going to be the crappiest friends. They are going to make the crappiest friends, and you're going to see why, because they're absolutely selfish little divas going around town trying to use people for whatever it is that they want to get out of people. And that's their whole operation, okay? But when it comes to males, okay, when it comes to the men, the female, I have my notes here, the female, she's going to steal your heart, okay? She's going to steal your heart, and she's going to do it with the sex, okay? She's going to steal your heart with the sex, all right? That's the big weapon and tool that she's going to use on you male narcs out there. So you gotta be careful, okay? So she is gonna try to have sex with you pretty soon, pretty early on, because this is the weapon that she mostly uses to trap men, okay? It's like that plant that that traps the men. I can't think of the name of that plant right now at the moment, but you know what I'm talking about. Like that's what it is, and that's what they're using. Okay, she's gonna trap you. She's also gonna trap you with the cooking and the cleaning and the constant attention and the texting back and forth. She's gonna take real good care of her man, okay? In the beginning, she's gonna take real good care of you. You're gonna think you hit gold with her. Okay? But understand something. She is the Black Widow, which means that she's going to make you pay for every act of kindness she pretends to have with you. Okay? She's going to make you pay. So you're going to have the Venus flytrap. Thank you, Andy. The Venus flytrap. That's what it is. Okay? So after she provides you men with the crazy sex, and you're like, wow, like that was great. She's gonna punish you after that. She punishes you after she gives you the sex, the wild sex that you think, wow, you know, I found a good one here. She's cooking for me, she's cleaning, she's wild in the sack. But mark my words, the female narc, this Black Widow player, narcissistic Jezebel I'm describing here in this video, she's going to make you pay for that. All right. She's going to punish you. She is a user. Men, listen to me. The female narc that's doing this, she is a user at heart. So if you have money, if you have a big heart, if you got things going for you, she knows it. And she is going to pounce on that. Sometimes, guys, she is literally, she likes the male, she likes to find the male that has a big heart because she's going to use that as her punching bag, okay? She's gonna weigh you down. She's going to, she's looking for a guy that has no idea she's even coming. Doesn't even see it coming. That's what she's looking for, okay? So she's a user. She's looking for a paycheck. She's looking for a punching bag. She's looking for a place to live, all right? She's got all this in mind. So as she's going about and she's using her body and she's using her now, remember this, guys. Hi, Kay. Remember this, guys. She is, a lot of times you're going to see the Black Widow narc is very superficial. Very, very superficial. She's up with the latest trends. Okay? She craves male attention 24/7. She wakes up every day doing the latest trends. She's, a lot of times she's a gym rat. She's in that gym. She's looking good, guys. She's looking good. But now I want you to think about this. Now, there's the little mousy ones that pretend to be very mousy. And deep down they're a borderline from the depths of hell. Okay? And they're not putting on makeup and they're not doing all this because they're using their little cutesy, all natural, farm girl look, and they're going to trap you with that too. You don't even see them coming. So it's not always that they're superficial, but a lot of the female narcs are. Okay? They are, and they are just looking for attention all the time. They crave it. So they can't really have, with the females out there, you gotta be careful of these female Black Widows because they make horrible friends. They are always in competition. Em was bringing this out to me today when we were talking about this. They're competitive at nature. They are always comparing themselves to their friends. They sometimes like to use their friends to go out to find men, but they are gonna drop you like a hot potato, or they're gonna, if you mention that you're interested in a man, they're gonna purposely go after that man. They're ruthless. Okay, so they're looking for these things. Guys, the female Black Widow narcissist, it's her way or the highway. Okay, and yes, okay, you're absolutely right. It's all about the triangulation with them too. They are going to triangulate you the same way that the male player narcissist triangulates you, with their phones, with withholding sex. At first, you guys got to pay attention. She's going to give you all the sex you want because that's to trap you. Okay? She's got to trap you into her little spell because it is a spell she's putting on you. I mean, these are witches we're talking about here. Witches straight from hell. So she's going to put that spell on you. She's going to trap you with her looks. She's going to trap you with the sex. And then all of a sudden, before you even know what's coming, you guys are living together. You're doing your thing together. You're telling everybody about her. You're so happy you found her. Boom. She's going to start withholding the sex from you. This is what she does. She knows that you're wondering what happened. It's got to be something I'm doing. This is the manipulation. This is what she's doing. This is how she uses her body to get you to not know whether you're coming or going. And she does the hot and cold. She plays mind games with you men. Okay? And she is ruthless. She's never going to show you this angry, nasty side to her in the beginning. She'll never show you that. She waits until she's got you trapped. And then all of a sudden, you don't know who the heck this is because you just saw her have a fit because you didn't put the dishes in the right spot in the cupboard. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Who, what? Are you okay? She's going to go ape wild, you guys. She goes ape wild. All right? And they, the anger, the outbursts of anger, she wants you men to be afraid of her. She wants to wear the pants at all times and be in control. And she's not going to do this in the beginning because you guys would run, for the hills. So she's going to do it in such a subtle way that all of a sudden, like I said, you see this witch coming out of her and you're like, who is this person, right? So she wants a reaction from you. She wants you to be running hot and cold with her. She wants you to be on edge because she gets off on this, you men. You got to understand this. She gets off on watching you not knowing whether to crap or go blind. She likes to scare you. She likes to watch you react. And she wants you to play with her. Play with me when I fight. When I fight, I want you to fight with me. All right? And she's going to get you to react one way or another. If you're a good guy that actually has a nice temperament, you don't have an angry outburst, you better be careful because she's going to bring out a side to you you've never seen before in your lifetime. She will push your buttons. You men out there, listen to me. She is going to push your buttons to the point where you don't recognize the man in the mirror any longer. You don't even know who you are. You think that you're a good guy. By the time you're done with this relationship, you're going to be questioning yourself because she knows how to do it. She uses her looks, her charm, and if she starts to get physically abusive, now listen up. Yes, she starts to get physically abusive now with you. This is going to start very subtly too. She'll scratch you real quick. She'll push you from behind. She'll key your car and you'll think somebody else did it. It was her. It was her. She will start very subtly. She will damage your things and your property. And it all escalates just like any type of abuse escalates. The female narc is going to do this. And what she's banking on is that nobody's going to believe you when you tell people that she's doing this. Because she acts, she uses that damsel in distress charm to trap everybody. Nobody would believe you, and she knows it. So you men out there that are going through abuse, and I work with a lot of you, and for some of you, I've been working with you for years, and you're having a hard time. You men out there are having a very hard time leaving. And you'll admit to me in sessions, you admit it. It's because of the sex. Yep. So, I'm going to go into, at the end of this video, what you men need to do. And you need to listen to me because I am telling you, it's serious. This is serious abuse. And what's sad for you men is that you can go down to the police station and be like, she just tried to claw my eyes out, literally. Like, look at my eye. Or look at this bruise on my arm. And the cops are going to laugh in your face, a lot of them. It's deplorable, actually. They don't take it seriously. Okay? And a lot of you men are in trouble. And you don't know where to turn. And you need help. Okay? This is serious. And especially because they're using their little meek mannerisms. The fact that they might be very tiny. Yeah, they're real tiny, all right, but they got a punch that will knock you on the floor, all right? When they're angry, they turn into Goliath, and when they want to, because they're angry little witches. They're angry, nasty little witches, nasty. You men need to be very careful, okay? These little witches are playing around with other men, okay? And they are telling you all kinds of stories that that's just an old friend and that that's just my friend at the gym and we work out together. and that's my ex-husband, and we're best friends. If you can't deal with that, you need to go. And when you're ready to go, what's she gonna do? She's gonna use the sex. She's gonna get you in bed, and then you're gonna say to yourself, you men, you have a hard time with this. And you're gonna say to yourself, well, I can't leave. Sex is so good here. But it's not always just the sex. She is a deviant. She has a deviant mind. She has a very calculated mind. She's a trickster. She is, she's evil. That song, Evil Woman, that is about her. Okay? Thank you, Bob. I'm happy to be back too. I hope this video is helping you men out there to stay away from this Jezebel. I'm going to tell you what they do in the very beginning so you know, okay? I want you to pay attention to you men out there, how she speaks about her friends, okay? Thank you, Kung Fu Panda. I want you to listen to how she speaks about her friends. Does she even have any friends? That's a big red flag, okay? If she's talking crap about her friends and you're going on a bunch of dates and she's saying some pretty horrible stuff about her friends, be careful. She's one of them. She's jealous of her friends. She's competitive. She's got a nasty little heart. If this is supposed to be her best friend and she's telling you, oh my God, you should have seen what she did last night. She's something else. All right. She likes to play the damsel in distress. She likes to play the victim. She's always the victim. It's the please feel sorry for me and come rescue me. I'm a poor little victim who can't seem, to find a good man. I'm just very sad. Now, a lot of them are hiding in the church. You men need to know that. They are in the church. They're in the church. They're closet alcoholics. Okay. They're doing all kinds of crap you don't even know about. All right? Okay. Now, I'm not talking about the people out there that literally, the women out there that have been abused and have issues. I'm talking about she's hiding all this stuff from you because she's about to show you that she's not effing around, all right? Okay. In terms of how she thinks, feels, acts, operates. She is on the war path, all right? The female player narc is on the war path. She hates her daddy. She hates somebody. Somebody did her wrong, and she's on the war path from everybody. She's coming for all of you. All right? Or it's her mom. She's got a really nasty relationship with her mom, and she's now going to take that out on you. Absolutely. And the covert narc women, like I said, they're going to be a lot more mousy about it. They're going to be very sweet in the beginning. Very, very nice, very kind, very sweet. But then all of a sudden, you see them flip out and they have another side to them. Now, for the record, a disclaimer, women can be very emotional creatures, correct? Yes. Okay, we can be emotional. But a woman that has her rear end in check doesn't take her emotions out on other people. Okay? She's done therapy. She's either in therapy or she's done therapy. She knows where to go to get that stuff out. Okay, so she's not putting this on to other people and expecting you to deal with her crazy mood swings. And that's the other thing, men. She's got mood swings like you've never seen before in your life. And she'll get that look in her eye. All of a sudden, this meek, mild-mannered little thing is looking at you like, like something from a horror movie. She's jealous. Okay? She'll be jealous of, anything that doesn't involve her, and you're going to see that. She's going to bring up people from your past. She's going to continue to make comments about anybody that's even looking in your direction. She's uncomfortable with any female that's around you. okay, including like your relatives. She's uncomfortable. Um, um, Female narcs are also very territorial of their own family members. Like they're jealous of their own family. Like they're, they want to still rule their brother or their cousin's life, and so they're constantly like involved in their life and like trying to make the new woman feel uncomfortable. They do that kind of crap too. They like to make fools of people, and they like to be in control, 24/7, in control over you, in control of all situations, places, things. All right. So she's going to try to keep you trapped in all of her games. And how does she do this mostly? By lying. By lying. Big lies. I'm talking big lies the female narc is going to tell you. You've had enough of her crap and you're moving on. You're going to get a phone call in the middle of the night. I'm pregnant. Bob. Bob, I'm pregnant. You're going to go through all the rigmarole. You're going to end up back at the house. You are gonna be back in it again. All for her to tell you, oh my goodness. Now you're back in. She's crying. She's using, yes, congratulations, Bob. I did read that quickly. She's crying. She's using her emotions to get you back in line where she had you. And what is she going to tell you next? What do you think I'm going to tell you she's going to tell you happened next? It's what they do. I'm going to wait for you guys to put it in the comments. She got you back into her little vortex telling you she's pregnant. Now what do you think she's about to tell you? It's sick. It's sick. She's going to tell you now that she miscarried. Now she's going to put you through that. Yep, exactly, Kelly. She lost the baby. I'm going to tell you that. Yeah, she'll tell you a sick thing like that. She's going to tell you that she slept with your friend while you guys were separated. She's going to tell you that one too. Make you wonder whose baby it was. That is, she just miscarried. You're going to think that it's possibly your first baby miscarried. You're going to go through all those emotions. And let me tell you something, for you men out there, this just happened to a friend of mine. She thought she was really smart pulling this trick on him, okay? And he's young. He's in his 20s. And I talked to him. I'm glad he came to me and told me the story, because I talked to him and I said, look, women do this. I hate to tell you, women do this. They make up these horrible lies to keep you going and keep you in the game. And he said, well, I told her, she could go into septic shock. Like, we need to get to the hospital. I said, right. She called you in the middle of the night. Did she take you did she want to go to the hospital? He said, no. Well, guess what happened, guys? She sat and thought about that overnight and thought to herself, gee, I know. I'll go and tell him that I am getting septic. I need to get to the hospital. I got all the signs and symptoms. So then he'll pick me up and we'll be together and we'll go to the hospital. Well, the stupid idiot doesn't realize that a doctor will be able to see that she's lying through her teeth and be able to tell him and her that she was never pregnant from the get-go. These stupid idiot narcs don't even realize that the doctors can find that out. And she was still lying on the way home. Oh, the doctor doesn't know what he's talking about. I was pregnant. I had a miscarriage. Well, thankfully for my friend, he was smart and he did not bother with her after that. But these women will lie to you. They'll tell you that they have cancer. They will lie to you and tell you they have cancer. I've seen it. They are so sick. My stupid idiot ex-husband was telling me all the stories about his ex-narc before me. He was with this girl for 6 years. What does that tell you? He should have stayed with her. They were a match made in hell, okay? They were perfect for one another, these two. Oh, you know how she trapped him? She trapped him by making him think that she had money. She was literally taking him to showing appointments to look at mansions, making him think she was dying of cancer and she wanted to give him all of his money. And he was such a dumb idiot that he fell for it. Oh my God. But yeah. It's unbelievable, guys. That's what they're going to do, okay? You have to understand this about the female narc, you guys. They are good at what they do. And they've gotten, as they're getting older, they've gotten more experience with this. They know how to get the man, trap the man. They're going to give you they're going to cook for you, they're going to clean for you, but they're using you. And they crave attention. They want your attention all the time. Okay? If they feel you pulling away, they're going to pull a stunt to try and pull you back into their vortex, to reel you back in so that they have you back where they had you. This game, you men need to understand what I'm telling you tonight. If you're not careful, you're going to be in it for a long, long, long time. And I'm talking, you're going to waste precious years of your life because you don't know how to get out. You are in the Venus flytrap, as Andy said earlier. You're in the Venus flytrap, and you are just getting beat up day in and day out. You're getting beat up by this female narc. And it's awful. It's awful. It's awful for me to watch. As a coach, it's awful for me to hear the stories. It's awful how they're going to talk to you. I mean, some of the names these women come up with to call you, it's horrible. And it gets to the point where your self-esteem has really taken a hit. And I'm talking, you are a shell of who you once used to be. You don't even feel masculine anymore. You feel sad. You feel sad a lot. And you feel lonely a lot. And you feel as though you can't go to anybody to talk about this. And like Kung Fu Panda says, you feel very played and used. It's a long recovery. It is. It is, because there's not a lot of people that understand how vicious. That's another word to use for these females. They're vicious. Okay? When you try to get out, when you try to get away from them, I mean, you got to be careful. They're just as dangerous as the men I'm talking about. They are going to plot, plan, and scheme. They're going to try to continue to infiltrate your life. They're going to try to show up to places that they know you frequent. They're going to try to switch gyms to go to your gym. They're going to try to be seen. They want to know what you're doing, who you're dating, why you're not texting them back anymore. The female narcs, they get psychotic. They're psycho. Because they have no handle on their emotions. So, they're all over the place. And you need to be on guard with these females. And like Kelly just put here, yes, they will stalk you. They will stalk you. They'll have their friends doing it for them. They're going to get other people involved. They're going to try to make you jealous by bringing men around. And, and like I said, men, guys that are listening tonight, it's the sex. So I want to get into right now what you need to do as a male, getting out there and dating. You need to listen to the same advice I've been given on my channel now for a long time. You have to take this very slow, okay? Yes, and they're going to continue to do that even if you're in no contact with them. They're crazy. They're crazy. Lady T says it's best to move to another state. Now, I am a huge advocate of this. If you are in a position that you can do something like that, I say do it, because it's going to diminish their desire to try and stalk you, to try to continue this game. It's going to make it a lot easier for them to to kind of just go away and find their next victim. If they don't know where you are or how they can find you or where you went, you need to think about that. It's not funny. I mean, it gets really dark and dangerous with this dark triad personality of the female narc. She has got you men under her spell. And I have even seen this, guys. I know you know what I'm talking about. I've even seen in my day a really nice looking man with kind of a not so attractive looking woman. And they got you under this spell because of their behavior and how they slowly but surely was doing like the emotional withholding from you and the punishing you and the mood swings. It came very, but they got you, they trapped you with they seemed like in the beginning like they had this big heart and they were really sweet. And hi Tony, and they seem like, they're really sweet and they're really nice and they're doing all these nice things for you. They're taking care of you, and most women that are good women, they like to take care of their man. They like doing nice things when they like their man. And so you think like, this is just a nice person who's come into my life, and she seems like she's going to be a great friend, a great partner. And she's using you, okay? And they are users at heart, you guys. They're users. So I thank you guys for being on the session, on the video with me tonight. I want to know, for you men that are listening, do you have questions? Oh, Tony, I'm glad too. I'm glad you're here. Let me know in the comments some of the things you've been through with these female narcs, if I'm forgetting some of the tactics that they use. I really do feel, I did the video the other day about the yeah, Lady T, they do try to take their pain out on people. Tony's co-parenting with one, years of abuse. Hi Denise. Yeah, I'm sure. So Denise is a therapist, okay? So we're technically, in the field of listening to people, and she's been hearing a lot about the female narcissist lately, you guys. So you see, it's going on all over. Like, I was not trying to be sexist the other night doing the video about the male player narcissist, because I knew I was going to do one on the females, because I do work with a lot of men that have been through it. They're brutal. Now, the other thing I want to make mention of that I didn't yet is a lot of times you men have to understand who she's mirroring. There was somebody in your life, sometimes, not always, but sometimes she's mirroring a person that you grew up watching, their behavior. There was a dominating female a lot of times in your life growing up. There was a parent, an aunt, somebody that had a big role to play. Maybe it was even a teacher that made you scared or whatever, and you had her for 4 years. It could have been any of the number of things. There was somebody that you had to, it was an authoritative type of figure in your life that you had to deal with them, and you didn't want to, but you had to. A lot of times I see this, I learn about this in sessions. It is somebody that, and it could even be too, for you men, that your father didn't treat you right too. Like it could be a male figure too, and you're reenacting this this type of dynamic in your intimate relationships. Yes, but not always, because a lot of times the female narc, like I said, she comes along and she seems so awesome, and you really met a catch here. And then all of a sudden, she rips your head off like the Black Widow and she's done with you. Yeah. Any other comments you guys have about these player type of narcissists? I'm done the little series here of the female ones, how they do it, and the other night I did the one on the males and how they do it. Tell me if I'm spot on in the comments, you guys that are listening. I'm glad the channel has helped you, Tony. I'm so happy you guys have helped me, because you guys have helped me gather more and more research about how this is all done, how they do it, you know, exactly what they're doing, when they're doing it, how they do it, so that we can spot them within weeks and be done with it. I mean that's what's happening, you know. And guys, please heed my warning. When you're dating out there, you need to find people that are cool with you meeting them in public for a long time. You need to meet people that are cool with that are cool with that pace. You don't know them. Don't go to their house and don't allow them to come to your house. You don't know them. You start sitting around on couches with somebody, you're asking for it. Okay? You put two attractive people in a house, you know, you're going to be more susceptible to this game. Okay? It's very, very important that you are able to say to somebody, I've had a nice time tonight, and I'll see you, hopefully, we'll create another date at some point this week. Okay, Lady T, they do steal your identity. A lot of times these narcs are studying you like it's their job, like they're going to get paid for this. And they start mimicking and mirroring your personality right back to you. Why? So you can feel like you've met your soulmate. All right. And thank you, Kung Fu Panda. Thanks for being here, and thanks for your comments. Yeah, I'm glad I nailed this one. You guys can't imagine the stories I hear in session on what these female narcs do to the men I work with. And like I said, you men out there listening tonight, or at a certain point you get a chance to listen to this video, please don't feel ashamed. Please don't feel like you cannot reach out to get help. Help is available. I am so familiar with this type. I've had these women as friends. You can't even imagine how many of them once I learned about narcissism, I was like, wow, there were a lot of them I had as friends. And I was just, you know, not realizing how awful these female narcs are. They're awful. And Kay just brings to the table here, exactly. The female narcs especially really put an effect on their kids acting this way. The kids are growing up watching a witch in the home, and it's brutal. The female mother, the female narcissist mother, competes with her own children. She expects that the children are going to kiss her rear end 24/7. Even when she's wrong and she's in the wrong, you got to go kiss her rear end and tell her that you're sorry. They're babies. These narcissistic mothers are babies, and they're immature. They don't have emotional intellect, and they expect you to regulate their emotions as you're growing up. So as a kid, you're growing up all the time walking around on eggshells around Narc Mom. And it's that movie, Mommy Dearest. That movie is exactly what you're going through. And it can be on a lot more subtle levels, but in all actuality, they are just, they're ruthless creatures. Rose, you're describing my ex-roommate. She has a boyfriend, a very young one with a kind heart. If he doesn't find a way out quick, this Black Widow witch psychopathic narcissist is going to destroy him. Yep. Yeah, you guys, it's not going to get any better, okay? The sex isn't worth the torture that these women put you through. Your dignity is at stake here, okay? And Andy wrote, my second husband was a huge narc. I wasn't educated on narcissism at that time. He married a woman who he was carrying on with, and she is a huge narc. Everything you were saying kept me thinking about her, and she has been with several men since, and she does the same thing to all of them. Yeah. Like I said in my last video, you guys, all we want to see happen is narcs getting with other narcs. Please, go find one another and leave us all the hell alone. That's what we want. That's what we're hoping for. You know, and exactly, your health and your mind is worth more than sex. Amen, Kelly Bode. Amen. Amen. It's so true. I am just a firm believer that the sex is the last thing that is brought to the table in a relationship. Call me crazy, call me old school, call me a Bible thumper. Okay. Yes. Yes, because I've learned a lot of things, you guys. I've learned a lot of things. And one thing is for certain, that sex will keep you in a very toxic, narcissistic relationship. Yes, it will. Yeah, are we all human beings? Do we all want sex? Of course. Okay? Let's not be, we're not all prudes in the house. But what I'm saying is, you know, we're human beings, but sex is a spiritual experience. It is. You think it's not. Like I said in my last video, watch what's going to happen when you start having sex with the wrong person. A person that's very evil. Watch what's going to happen to your life. You can't fool around about that stuff, okay? You gotta be willing to wait for a person that's worth having that intimacy with, okay? Lady T wants to know, do they ever sleep? No. All the narcissists I've ever known do not sleep, okay? These narcs sleep like 2 hours, and when they are sleeping, they're snoring like dump trucks and disturbing your sleep, because that's what it's all about. They're going to disturb all of your peace. No, they can survive off of like 2 hours sleep. Why? Because they're sucking all the life and energy out of you in that relationship. So that's why they're how they're able to do it. And that's why they can't, these narcissists cannot be alone. They have to have a backup ready so that they can go right from you to somebody else, because if they're alone, whose energy are they going to suck up the life force out of? They have to have somebody. My God, what are they going to do? They cannot be alone. They're not going to do it. Yeah. Well, I hope that this message, please, for all my brothers out there that I am worried about, that I do care about just as much as my ladies out there, I am holding a group that I think would benefit everybody. Females, males, all across the board, all about rebuilding our self-esteem. So if you're interested in that, please get at me at tracefaceit@gmail.com. I'm going to have more information about it this week. I'm putting out an email, because our self-esteem, after taking years and years of these monsters, takes a serious hit, and we have to learn how to rebuild it, get back up again, and not let somebody else's rotten behavior decide for us who we are, because that's on them. And they're not going to apologize to you guys because they don't think they do anything wrong. That's how sick it is. All right? So I hope this video helps you guys. And I'm going to let everybody go for the night. Oh, thank you, Tony. I hope your son listens too. Somebody else just wrote that their daughters are watching, I think, and I'm like, good, they're young, they're in high school. So I got a joke. What is the pirate's favorite letter? What is the pirate's favorite letter? Something about ARG? Oh, what do pirates say? Don't they say ARG? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Kay. Thank you so much. I've lost 20 pounds so far since April. My son said R. Is that their favorite? Oh, their favorite letter. I'm thinking like a letter like you write. I'm thinking like a letter like you write a letter, not like an actual letter. Their favorite letter, it's C? Why is it C? You got to remember sometimes, even though I'm not a natural, it's R. The R is nice, but it's the C is what they really love. The C, I get it. Do you, if you guys know your history, like this whole area that I live, New England, is where we all settled. You know, my wonderful colonizing relatives, ancestors. We really we came and took away the harmony of these Native Americans. Don't even get me started on that. But anyway, they all landed around, like, we all say, like, our mentality around here is we're all, like, descendants of pirates, and and I think we are. Like, we're a little rough around the edges, us New Englanders. We sure are. So, yeah, it makes sense. But anyway, yes, I'm happy to be back, guys. I took a major break, and I'm very happy to be back. I'm going to be doing a lot more shorts, you guys. YouTube wants us to do shorts now. These little, like, 1-minute videos. So I got to get with the times and start putting out some shorts. How funny would it be if I just put a pair of my shorts? Here's your shorts! My cats didn't like that. My cats didn't like that. Their ears are back. Oh, Mom's losing it again. Okay. Oh, stinking YouTube. Well, anyway, I missed all of you. Thank you for being on the live with me this Saturday evening. I had a cancellation, so I said, well, I might as well get to work. Continue to get to work over here. You paint the tube on the back of your shorts. That's a good one. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Except I can't draw worth like crap. You should see how I draw a cat. I still draw a cat the same way I did when I was 5 years old. I cannot draw at all. Like, it's bad. It was not a talent that God blessed me with. Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess we're still going here. You guys all want to talk. Some of these narc women, Rose says, don't shower for months and months. If you walk in the bathroom after she used the bathroom, you will most likely want to throw up. There are others not like that, though. You are absolutely correct. They can be very nasty. Yes. Yes, because I've had roommates that were narcs, and they were nasty, like you're describing. Yes. Oh, my God. Also, you men need to be careful that they have STIDs, they have STDs, and they're not telling you. Yep. So you better think about raw dogging. You better not be thinking of that stuff, because I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to get a STID, and it ain't going to be funny. All right, so you need to use protection, especially when you don't. And yes, you should put everybody through testing if you're going to have, if you're thinking about having sex. Okay, if you want to be intimate with somebody nowadays, you got to make them get tested, and you need to get tested, and you both show each other the results, and check the date, and make sure it's an actual test, that they're not going on Google, making it look like. Guys, they lie. Like, I'm laughing. What happened, Maverick? Maverick's claws are stuck in the. Okay, his claws are stuck in the window screen. Guys, this is why I can't put the lights on in here, because all the bugs come towards the light, and then they're trying to play with the bugs, and it's yeah, but usually the STD tests take about what, sometimes 2 weeks for the results to come in. So yeah, you still need to see the physical results. Don't take their word for it, you guys, because I've seen them lie about that. Exactly. If they're telling you, "Oh, I'm clean as a whistle. I just got tested last month," you cannot believe them. Don't believe it. No. No. All right. Thanks for ruining my screens, you guys. Oh God, it's a party in here. It's a party. I turned the AC off thinking I could handle the heat tonight, but it looks like I can't, and it's going back on because it's brutal. It's been brutal over here. It's been like 90 degrees the last few days. What else you got for me? I know they're telling you, past 40 minutes or past even 20 minutes, no one listens to you. So, I guess. Oh, Kelly, how's my basement? Well, guess what? Since a certain someone has left my life, everything is going in a different direction. I have not had another flood in my basement. I just want to reiterate that when people are in your life that are not for you, you're going to have a series of bad luck things going on. A lot of things going on that doesn't even make any sense. And then all of a sudden they're gone, and your life starts to improve, your health starts to improve, everything starts to improve. You don't have these bad luck situations. Things aren't falling apart all around you. I mean, it's crazy. I've personally gone through this a lot, and yeah, yeah, everything down there has been fine. And somebody said, "Yeah, you lost some dead weight, huh? These past few months." Yeah, I did, and I gotta still keep going. Yeah, I think. I think if I keep going on the rate I'm going, whatever is going on with these tests I have to go through, I think the test that I had was another fluke test that my doctor is... So you guys that remember 2 years ago I had a crazy doctor, and she's absolutely nuts. Well, for the last 2 years I've tried to find another doctor. Excuse me, the problem is all the people that have referred good doctors to me around here, they're not taking new patients. Ever since COVID, it's been a crap show around here. Well, I finally found a holistic doctor that takes my insurance. So fingers crossed, he's been taking really good care of me. He doesn't seem to think anything's wrong with me. So we'll see. I'm going to see the route that he's going to take with me. We're going to be doing a few more tests together. I trust him. He has amazing reviews. This doctor I have is completely nuts. And if I had the energy and time, I'd take her to court. I really would. Because if she's doing this to me, she's doing this to a lot of other people, and she's doing it to get money. So she's what I'm describing in these videos. She's a narc from hell, and she gets off on fear mongering and making you feel like you're dying. This is the second time she did this to me. So anyway, I just need to get away from her and find a new primary care. I wish that holistic doctors were as... I wish that their physicals mattered, their blood work mattered, all of that. Well, the blood work is blood work, but I'm saying I wish that they were taken as serious as primary care, because in my opinion, they're better. That's just my opinion. Yeah, narcs always leave you with a host of ailments that begin to heal once they are out of your energy. Amen. Absolutely, absolutely. And Lauren, I agree. Holistic approach is the best way to go. And yeah, I can't even believe I found one that's as amazing as he is with his reviews that actually took my insurance. I didn't even think holistic doctors took anyone's insurance. So for those of you out there listening, check your insurance, because there might be a really great holistic doctor out there that takes crappy health insurance like the one I have. Um, yeah, so yeah, I mean, and even if they're not narcs, as you mentioned, I think it was Andy, or no, it was Kung Fu Panda. Even if they're not narcs and they're very unhealthy people, their unhealthiness is in your vortex. It's in your home. It's in your. They're unhealthy, so they're bringing that energy into your life, and you know, a lot of times you don't even know what's going on, because you know it's everything is like they're doing all these things over here. Look at over here, all these things I'm doing, so you don't see over here what I'm doing. And that's how a lot of these unhealthy people are and how they operate. But I have never felt better since all that went down, and I've been back on my journey and path of where I should be, which is being alone. I'm gonna tell you, you guys, I'm not BSing any of you. I have been the most happy in my life being alone, not having a partner, not having somebody to have to deal with. Okay, I don't want to have to deal with someone. And if I'm looking at you like you're somebody I have to deal with, it's not going to work. If you're not bringing anything to the table to better my life and I'm bettering yours, and that's all it's ever been in these relationships for me, what is the point? What is the point? Okay? No. The one good thing I'm going to say that came out of all this is I found that there are people out there that are willing to wait. And that is something I'm happy about, and that I will take out of that experience. And that's all I'm going to say about that entire experience. So there are people out there that are willing to do that. And I think that that was the positive that came out of that. Yeah. That's why I realized I hate house cleaning. After I left my second husband, I was miserable and didn't know why. Once on my own, no problems with house cleaning. Is this you? Yes. Yes, it is. Because these people, they expect it. They you know, they'll come into the relationship being like, oh, I don't cook. Oh, no, you don't? Who does the cooking for you then? Papa Gino's? You know? Oh, that's healthy. Oh, no, mom does all the cooking for you? Oh, I see. I see. Wow. Wow. I wouldn't be mentioning that to anybody, okay? And you're proud of that? I mean, what the heck? What the heck? And these people will proudly tell you that. I don't do any cooking. Oh, really? Well, I don't do any cleaning. How do you like that one? I don't use vacuums. Okay? You don't use the stove, I don't use the vacuum. I mean, what is this? You know, grow up. If you don't know how to take care of yourself and you expect that somebody else is gonna pick up your slack because you don't know how to take care of yourself, I don't think so. Okay? I don't think so. Grow up. But that's just it. See, a lot of these people, they go from relationship to relationship. They are looking for someone to take care of them. That's all it is. They are looking for, somebody that they can use. They're going to come into your situation, live in your house, get the perks of your life. That's what they want. Yes, they rage about it even if it's your house. They find things to be upset about that have nothing to do with what they're really upset about. A lot of times they're actually mad at somebody else. Oh yeah, dealt with that, been there, done that. Nope. It's been nothing but peace and quiet around here, huh guys? Other than, you guys chasing bugs and, doing their summer thing. We're having a good time this summer, right guys? We're having a good time. Yeah. Well, I know I've gone an hour now. I'll keep going. If you guys got more for me, you guys come up with some clever things to talk about or questions, I'll keep going. I mean, I'm sure everybody's that's going to see this the rerun, they're going to shut it off after like 20 minutes. That's what most YouTubers do. Yeah, these are my buds. These are my babies. They're good cats. That's Miles over here. Over here we have Maverick lounging. You never get to see Mavy. He's as feral and crazy as it gets. And Princess Maisie's back here behind my chair. Yeah. There she is. There's Maisie. She's beautiful. She's calico. She's a good cat. Well, yeah, you know, Andy, it's about that time, isn't it? It's good night time. Well, over here, I don't even know what time it is over here. I can't see it on my phone when I'm live. It's got to be, what, past 10? Yeah. I'm glad that you guys caught the live tonight. You got to spend your Saturday, a little bit of your Saturday with me. Thanks for being here. I'll be back on. I got some more interesting stuff to talk about this week for you. Yeah, Captain Howdy, I got to show you guys Daisy. Oh my gosh. You guys might not remember, but last summer I bought my father a Great Dane. Steffi, you're in Florida. Yeah, so it's 10:20, it's 10:30 over here too. Yeah, I will be in Florida in a few weeks. I'll be in the Tampa area in 2 weeks to see my best friend Natalie. So yeah, so Daisy, who I bought for my father, who my mom and dad live next door to me, as you guys know, they live across the street. Daisy is now 120 pounds. So I got to show you guys. Oh, I wish Jacksonville was closer. I know it's like a 4-hour ride from Tampa, right? I got to show you guys what she looks like. I'll bring her on the channel. She's a lot more calmed down now that she's really not as crazy of a pup. She's still a puppy, you know. She's a year and 2 months now. And she's beautiful. Yeah, maybe I was thinking of taking her for a nice walk and doing a talk and walk video with Miss Daisy. She likes to go on her daily walks with me. We've been going 2 miles in the morning and 2 miles at night. I always wait till the sun goes down because it's too hot over here. Yeah. Oh, she is a mini horse. You should see her poop that we have to pick up. Sometimes it literally takes 3 of those bags to pick up her poop. Yeah, that's fun. One thing I don't like about having a big dog like that. But she's a big, gentle giant, and we got her trained, and she's a service animal now. She's a emotional support animal, and she's a big baby, and I love her. They really are sweet. It's the first Great Dane we've had in the family, and yeah, I gotta bring her on. I gotta bring her on the show. She hasn't been on the show in a long time, so it's time. All right, guys, you're gonna see a lot more of me now. I took my 3-month break. I'm back, and with some spunk to me, and yeah. Well, say goodnight, guys. We're gonna shut the lights, and you're not gonna see the bugs anymore. So get your fill of bugs that made it in here. Good night, guys. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you this week. I am Trace Face, as always. It's time we face the truth together.